HCF, highest common factor. Simple concept, amazing concept. Highest common factor. Three things are there. Let us start by taking. Yes, you can. We'll start by taking few numbers. Let's say we have 40. Another number, let us take as 15. And now let us try to identify the factors of these numbers. So first of all, it is divisible by 1 and it will be divisible by 40. Then it is divisible by 2, 5, 4. क्या 6 से डिविजिबल है? नहीं. 7 से नहीं. 8, 10. Then next 10 के बाद next 20. नेक्स्ट और किससे डिविजिबल है? और किससे डिविजिबल है? सिमिलरली 15 का देखते हैं. 1, 3, 5, 15. Okay. Now out of all these factors and all these factors, first find out which is the common factor. पहले फैक्टर्स निकाले. सबसे पहला काम था फैक्टर्स निकालना. नेक्स्ट काम है कॉमन कौन है वो निकालना. कॉमन फैक्टर्स कौन है? 1. और कुछ है अभी कॉमन फैक्टर्स? 5 यहाँ पे है. 5 यहाँ पे. 5. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, डू दे हैव एनी अदर कॉमन फैक्टर्स? So if they do not have any other common factors, now you have to compare between these two, which is the highest one. Whether this or this, which is highest? 5 is highest. So 5 becomes the HCF. Now to understand the concept, this seems to be quite easy. We write down all the factors and then find out the common factors and then we find out the highest one. But when we have been given a large number, 2 or 3 large number, give me a second. तो हम लोग बात कर रहे थे कि जब नंबर्स छोटे हों, when smaller numbers are given, it becomes quite easier to identify what are the factors, what are the common factors, and then we find the highest one. But when larger numbers are given, let's say we have been given 4 to 5 and 300, something like this is given, what do we do? So there are few methods. We'll first go with the prime factorization method. Prime factorization method में क्या है? We first start dividing it by the smallest prime number. So we know the divisibility of 2. It is not divisible by 2 because at the unit place we have 5. Next, divisibility by 3. At 3 we have to do the addition. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 5 is 11. Again not divisible. Then next is 5. 5 8 ja 40. 2 5 5 5 ja 25. Next 8 again 5 5 1 ja 5 5 7 ja 35. Now it cannot be divided because we have a prime number, so 17 1. What we write? We will write 425 as 1 into 5 into 5 into 7, or we can also write 5 square into 7. Next 300 is divisible by 2. 150, we will always start with the smallest prime number. Keep in mind. Next, this one is again 2, 75, then 7, 5, 12. So we can take 3, 3 2 ja 6, 3 5 ja 15. Next, 5, 5. So what we can write is 300 is equal to 2 square into 3 into 5 square. All right. So this is what we got. I'll just rewrite it. 425 is equal to 5 square into 17. 300 is equal to 5 square, sorry, 2 square into 3 into 5 square. Now, next what you have to do, you have to identify the common factors. Common factor यहाँ पे कौन है? Next step is find out the common factors. So common factor here is 5.
5.
So I will take 5. Now take the smallest power of the common factor. Take the smallest power. 5 to the power 2, 5 to the power 2. Both have the same power, so I will take 5 to the power 2. That is 25. So the highest common factor came to be 25. This was by prime factorization method. Okay. Clear?
सर
Hmm.
सर मैंने 5A का होमवर्क किया था तो उसमें एक डाउट था.
Okay, we'll take the doubt. First HCF will complete and then we'll take the doubt towards the end. Okay. ये पार्ट क्लियर है अभी?
यस सर.
So what is highest common factor? The greatest number which is common factor of two or more numbers is called the highest common factor. क्या है definition? The greatest number which is a common factor between two or more numbers is called the highest common factor. Right? Clear? So we have covered prime factorization method and what is the definition of HCF. Now one more simple method I will tell you. It is again a prime factorization method, but it will give you the answers as in a speed manner or as immediately as possible. 425, the numbers that we had taken was 425 and 300, isn't it? These two numbers we took, 425 and 300, right? So first identify by which common factor, smallest, these two are divisible. Now this was divisible by 2, but is this divisible by 2? No. This is divisible by 3, but is it divisible by 3? No. Next 5. So I will take 5 directly. 5 8 is 40, 85, and then 5 6 is 30, 0. Now next, again both the numbers should be divisible by that number. So that number is 5, 17, 5 1 is 5, 12. Now these two numbers are not divisible by any common factor. 17 and 12 are not divisible by any common factor. So what we will do? We will leave the long division method here. We'll stop the long division method here and directly take the numbers that has come on the left side. That is 5 and 5. See, answer is 25. Are you getting my point? The moment all the numbers given inside are not divisible by a common number, you have to terminate or you have to stop dividing and then take the numbers on the left, multiply them. It will give you the highest common factor. Clear?
Yes sir.
Next is continuous division method. Continued division method. What you will do, you again same numbers will take 425 and 300. Identify which is greater. 425 is greater, so start dividing in this manner. 301 times will give you 300, 125. Now next what you will do, this becomes the dividend and the remainder will become the divisor. Once again, whatever the remainder it is, it will become the divisor, and what you used as a divisor in the previous step will become as the dividend. So again I will put 300 here and then 125 into 2, 250, remainder is 50. Same until unless I reach at a round number 0, I will continue dividing it. 50 to 100, 25, 25, and then this number will fall here. 25, 50, 2 ja 0. So this becomes my HCF. The divisor in the last stage becomes my HCF. Is this method clear?
Yes, sir.
So we'll do some questions. Find the HCF of 84 and 90. Simple questions. You can do it either way. You divide 84 first. 2, 42, 2, 21, 3, 7. 90, 2, 45, 3, 15, 3, 5. So it has 2 into 2 into 3 into 7, 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Common you have to find out what I've told. 84 you will write 2 square into 3 into 7. 90 is equal to 2 into 3 square into 5. First of all, what is the common here? 2 is common in both and 3 is common in both. Take the lowest power of both. 2 square is here, 2 to the power 1 is here. Lowest is how much? 2. So I will take 2. 3 square and 3. Lowest is how much? 3. So I will take 3. Now the answer is 6. So HCF of 84 and 90 is 6. All right. Let us show it in this way.
Yes, sir.
Next, find the. Acha, you have 72 red beads. You have 72 red beads. This is a question example. Red beads. Beads क्या होते हैं पता है ना? जैसे abacus में वो round होते हैं. Those are beads. So how many beads, red beads you have? You have 72 red beads. White beads you have 120. And blue beads you have 192. You want to use all the beads to make bracelet that have red, white and blue beads on each. What is the largest number of bracelets you can make? You have to use these three to make bracelets. And he is asking, you want to use all the beads to make bracelets. How many such bracelets can you make? All right. Let's say I am making 2 bracelets. Example I am just taking. Now, let's say I am making 2 bracelets. So both the bracelets should have equal numbers of red balls, equal number of white beads, and equal number of blue beads. Both the bracelets should have. Now the question is, how many such bracelets I can make so that exact numbers of red beads are in all the bracelets, exact number of white beads are in all the bracelets, exact number of blue are in all the bracelets. So that number you have to find out. What is that number of bracelets that I have to make? So what we will do, see, the answer obviously is going to come less than 72, less than 120, less than 192. ये बात मेरा समझ में है, मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ कि आंसर क्यों 72, 120 और 192 से कम आने वाला है. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर हम लोग 72 ब्रेसलेट्स बनाते हैं, एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ, अगर 72 ब्रेसलेट्स बनाते हैं, हर ब्रेसलेट में एक रेड बीड होगा, तो सेम नंबर ऑफ व्हाइट बीड होना चाहिए. मतलब व्हाइट बीड हैज टू बी डिवाइडेड बाय 72, बट इज व्हाइट बीड divided by 72 possible? Is the division possible? Is it possible कि all the 72 bracelets will have equal number of white beads? No. Even 192 as a number is not divisible by 72. You're getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So obviously my answer is going to come below, well below 2. Now this thing what I have told you now will apply it in different problems कि क्यों मैं यहाँ पे ये highlight कर रहा हूँ कि आंसर क्या आने वाला है. Sometimes you'll get confused between HCF and LCM, which concept to apply where. So you have to ask one simple question whether the answer that is going to come is less than the smallest number or more than the greatest number. Right? We'll do it. Don't worry. So now, simple. Find the HCF of 72, 120, and 192. I am doing it by my method. All are divisible by 2. 36, 60, 90, 18, 96. Then again all are divisible by 2. 18, 30, 48. Again all are divisible by 2. 9, 15, and this is 24. 9 is divisible by 3, 15 is divisible by 3, 24 is divisible by 3, 3, 5, and 3 8 is 24. Now all the three numbers are not divisible by any particular number. So we'll terminate the division here and we'll just take these numbers 2, 2, 2, and 3. 2 2 4 2 8 3 24 is the HCF. So we can make 24 such bracelets. Now see, 24 such bracelets, how many in 24 bracelets, how many red beads will be there? 72 divided by 24, 3. Red beads will be 3. 24 divided by 120, how many beads will be there? 5. 5 white beads will be there. Now for this, how many will be there? 5, 3, 8 probably. So 8, whatever that color is, what was that? Blue beads. 8 blue beads will be there. Getting me? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, let's say the question is asking us to find out the HCF of three numbers 2261, 3059, and 3325. These three numbers are given. Now you have to find the HCF of these three numbers and continuous division method you have to apply. So first arrange it. 3325, 3059, and 2261. First take these two numbers. Okay. 2261, 3059. One time it will go. One time. 8, 15, 6, 9, 9, 9, 2, 7, 798, 2261. 8 to just 16, 8 to just 20. It is near to 800, and this is nearly to 2300. 800 into 3 will be 2400. So I cannot take 3 times, I will take 2 times. 2 8 is 16, 2 9 is 18, 19, 2 7 is 14, 1 15. 11 6 5, 15 9 6, 11 5 6, 798. Again I will divide. 1 times only it will go. 1 time. So the answer is, again reminder is 3 3 1 1 3 3. New divisor is 665. So is it possible? Are they divisible? Check. Is it divisible? 5 times it will go. 5 3 is 15. 5 3 is 15, 1 16. 5 1 5 6. 0. So 133 came as HCF between these two numbers. Now the process is not yet over because we have one more number. So 133 came at this stage. We will take 133 as the divisor and the number is 3325. 3325. Achha, if I take 10 times, how much it will be? 1330. If I take 20 times, it will be 2660. That means 20 times. So I can take. Next, how much times I have to take? There is still 900 gap. 2600 and 3300, there is nearly 700-800 gap. So 133, how many times it may go? 700 gap is there, no? So 5 times probably it will go. Okay, I will simplify it. Take it 2 times first. Once we take 2 times, how much it will come? 266. 12 minus 6 is 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. 665. Now it was easy, no? 665. 0. So this became the HCF. Let's suppose at this stage our remainder would not have come 0. So what we would have done? We would have proceeded again. 133 there dalke. We would divide it again. But as the remainder here is 0, the divisor at this stage is the HCF. So got the point? First what you have to do, you have to arrange it. Take the last 2 numbers, divide it, find the HCF between them. Next, take this HCF and divide it with the greatest number to find the resulting HCF. It is given that, question is, it is given that 65610 is divisible by 27. Which 2 numbers nearest to 65610 are each divisible by 27? Which 2 numbers near to 65610 are divisible by 27? Let's say the question is simplifying it. 50 is divisible by 10. Question is 50 is divisible by 10. Now find 2 numbers near to 50 that are divisible by 10. What you would have done? I would have subtracted 10 from it to get 40, which is again divisible by 10, and added 10 to it, which is 60, which is again divisible by 10. So near 50, there are 2 numbers, 40 and 60, which are divisible by 10. Similarly, when it is saying this number is divisible by 7, the other numbers which will be divisible by 27 would be a number which is greater than it, 65637, and a number which is smaller than that, minus 27. So 10, 7, 3, and 10 to 8, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 8, 3. Getting my point? These 2 numbers will be divisible by 27. So how we will actually write in examination is, we'll divide 65610 by the given number. What was the given number? 27. 27 2 ja 54. 116. 27 4 times probably 4. 4 7 are 28. 4 2 ja 8, 9, 10, 8, 81, 27, 6, 3, 81, 0, and this last 0, 2430. 27 into 2430 gives this. All right. So next number that is divisible is 2439. 2430 it has come, no? 2430 it has come, okay. So 2429 into 27 will be one number, and 2431 into 27 will be the other number. In the table, 2430 के बाद वाला एक into this, 2430 के पहले वाला एक into this. You getting my point? Started recording. It will show you recording started on the left hand side top. So you let me know once, or sometimes if I forget to start recording. Find the largest number that will divide 398, 436, 398, 436 and 542, leaving remainder 7, 11 and 15 respectively. So we have to subtract 7, 11 from this and 15 from this. So actually what he is asking, find the HCF of this, 425, and this is 1527. You have to find the HCF of these three numbers. Sorry, 527. You have to find the HCF of these three numbers. That is what it is asking in the question. Okay. The length, breadth, and height of a room is given. Determine the longest tape which can measure the three dimensions of the room exactly. Again, one important question. ध्यान देना. This is a room and the length is given 8 meters. 8 meters 25 cm. So I am writing 8.25. The breadth is given 6 meters 75 centimeter. I am writing 6.75. And the height is given 4.50 या 4.5 मीटर. हाइट दे दिया है, लेंथ दे दिया है, ब्रेथ दे दिया है. क्वेश्चन इज डिटरमाइन द लॉन्गेस्ट टेप. टेप मतलब सेलो टेप which can measure the three अच्छा longest tape यहाँ पे बोल रहा है measuring tape. Determine the longest measuring tape which can measure the three dimensions of the room exactly. Which can measure the three dimensions of the room exactly. सोचो थोड़ा, एक ऐसा measuring tape लाना है जो कि exactly ये तीनों dimensions को measure कर सके. मतलब क्या बोल रहा है, completely divide कर सके. मान लो कि मैं इसको 1 cm वाला एक तो टेप लाता, 1 मीटर वाला एक तो टेप लाता, तो 1 मीटर वाला टेप से अगर मैं इसको डिवाइड करने की कोशिश करता तो 8 टाइम्स में 8 मीटर तो निकल जाता, लेकिन 0.25 जो है वो क्या होता, वो मेजर नहीं कर पाता मैं इससे. सिमिलरली इसके साथ होता 6 मीटर तो निकल जाता, 0.75 को मैं मेजर नहीं कर पाता. सेम इसके साथ वही होता. मेरा क्वेश्चन समझ में आ रहा है? अगर 1 मीटर का टेप लाके मैं मेजर करता, एग्जैक्ट नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स में तो नहीं जाएगा, ये 8 टाइम्स में 8 निकल जाएगा, 6 टाइम्स में 6 निकल जाएगा, 4 टाइम्स में 4 निकल जाएगा, लेकिन ये जो डेसिमल पार्ट रह गया या ये जो एक्स्ट्रा रहेगा उसके लिए क्या करेंगे? तो हमको एक्चुअली क्या करना है, इस तीनों नंबर का HCF निकालना है. क्या निकालना है? HCF निकालना है. तो पहले वो सबको एक में कन्वर्ट कर लो. 450, 825, 675 सबको CM में कन्वर्ट कर लिया. नेक्स्ट सबको 5 से डिवाइड कर सकता हूं. 5 1 जा 5, 3 2 5 6 जा 30, 2 5 5 जा 25, 5 1 जा 5, 5 3 जा 15, 5 5 जा, नेक्स्ट अगेन 5 से कर सकता हूँ. 5 1 जा 5, 5 8 जा 40, 5 3 जा 15, 5 3 जा 15, 5 2 जा 10, 27, अगेन 3 6 11 9. नाउ HCF यहाँ पे तो अभी 11 एक अलग है, होने नहीं वाला. तो 5 5 जा 25, 3 जा 75. तो 75 इज माय HCF. तो 75 cm का अगर मैं एक सेलो टेप मेजरिंग टेप लूंगा तो एग्जैक्टली इसको इसको और इसको मेजर कर पाऊंगा विदाउट लीविंग एनीथिंग एट द एंड टू बी मेजर्ड. और कि रस्सी लंबा हो गया मेजर, जगह छोटा हो गया, वैसा भी नहीं होने वाला है. करके देख लो. 450 divided by 75 you will get remainder 0. 825 divided by 75 you will get remainder 0, and 625 divided by 75 also you will get remainder 0. Is it clear? Making sense? We'll move to the next one. A rectangular courtyard. Courtyard, अगर कभी ये समझ में नहीं कोर्टयार्ड क्या बोल रहा है, रेक्टेंगुलर समझ में आ रहा है ना, तो रेक्टेंगल बना दो. A rectangular courtyard is 20 meter 16 cm long. 20 meter 16 cm, 20.16 लिख लेता हूँ long. 15.60 meter broad. नेमिंग कर देना, बोल देना ABCD is the rectangular courtyard. It is to be paved with square stones of same size. It is to be paved with square stones. Paved मतलब चारों तरफ उसको स्टोन लगाना है जमीन पे, है ना, फ्लोरिंग करना है. It is to be paved with square stones of same size. Find the least possible number of such stones. Find the least possible number of such stones. सबसे पहले क्या करोगे, ये एक डायमेंशन दिया है, ये एक डायमेंशन दिया है, दोनों का तुम निकाल लो HCF क्या है. तो तुमको पता चल जाएगा एग्जैक्ट कितना नंबर ऑफ स्टोन्स चाहिए पड़ेगा। सिंपल। 1560 और 2016 का HCF निकालना। बुक में HCF डायरेक्ट निकला है अपने पास, HCF आ गया 24 आया HCF। तो हमको 24 स्टोन्स सजाना है, इसमें 24 स्टोन्स हमको लगाना है। अब अगर पूछ रहा है हर एक स्टोन का क्या साइज होगा, ये क्वेश्चन में हर एक स्टोन का क्या साइज होगा, तो क्या करोगे 1560 मतलब ये टोटल 1560 है, ये टोटल 2016 है। तो टोटल एरिया कितना है, टोटल एरिया है 1560 इंटू 2016। और अपने को हर एक कितना स्टोन लगाना है, स्टोन का साइज कितना लगाना है, 24 cm का स्टोन लगाना है। 24 नंबर्स गलती से बोले, 24 cm का स्टोन लगाना है अपने को। तो 24 cm का कितना स्टोन्स लगेगा, ये तो टोटल एरिया पता चल गया। स्टोन का एरिया से डिवाइड करेंगे तो टोटल कितना स्टोन लगेगा पता चलेगा। 24 इंटू 24 टोटल नंबर ऑफ टोटल एरिया ऑफ ईच स्टोन। Each stone is of 24 cm side and it is a square stone. So total area of one stone will be 24 into 24. Total area of the field is 1560 into 2016. Now do the division, you will get the number of stones required. Right? ये क्या निकाल के दिया, ये निकाल के दिया साइज ऑफ स्टोन। ऑब्वियस बात है ना, हम लोग cm का एलसीएम निकाल रहे हैं तो आंसर भी सीएम में ही आएगा ना, नंबर्स में तो नहीं आ सकता। वी आर फाइंडिंग द HCF ऑफ समथिंग विच इज इन CM and CM. So whatever answer comes, that will be also in CM. So this is giving us the total length of the side of each stone. तो each stone का एरिया, पहले टोटल एरिया डिवाइडेड बाय each stone का एरिया will give you the total number of stones required. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Chapter 3E will be your assignment. We will do chapter 3F, that is LCM, in the next class. If you have any doubt from this class, you can please ask. I will just revise it again.